Okay, look, I need to talk about Yaya Kim. And if I don't force this video out, I won't do it. But Yaya Kim should be talked about more. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yaya Kim is a South Korean singer, but she's more than just a South Korean singer-songwriter. I'm not talking about K-pop or one culturally specific style of music. No, I'm talking straight up an artist. In 2022, Yaya Kim released a triple album called AKA YaYa. And it's not just a masterpiece in music in my opinion, but it's a work of auteurship. Let's get that pretentious dictionary out of the way. By that, I mean the entire triple album is a complete solo endeavor by this woman.
こんにちは、皆さんの
Hello, my dear. The night is gotten cold without you.
Yaya Kim sang, wrote, produced, recorded, mixed, and mastered the entire album herself. She did the artwork, the designs, the illustrations. She directed, edited, and did the after effects for all her music videos, which there are numerous of on her YouTube. And all her content are visual treats of artistic expressions and unique graphic designs. She also records and edits her own vlogs. She streams, makes edits of her streams, covers songs, does counseling, so she does therapy. She even has a separate channel for fashion and styles that she edits herself, and another channel she just started just to talk about her interests, like the history of Japanese Inca, goddammit.
こんにちは、皆さんの文化の妖精Yaya Kim です。
World music tours, and Yaya is also a painter, an illustrator, a model, and an animator. Overall, Yaya Kim is severely underviewed. This meerkat, me, should not have more subscribers and views than this talented woman. She's a god to a small corner of the internet, which makes her such a gem too good for the mainstream world. Hell, she even thought so. Yaya Kim studied classical music as a child and received her first break in high school, signing a contract with a music company, but they wanted her to be Korean Avril Lavigne. She wanted to be Korean Marilyn Manson.
사람들은 깨끗한 걸 좋아하시는 분들이 많아가지고
전 지저분한 거 너무 좋아해요.
Yaya wanted to find her own path and make her own music, and would form the artistic project Yaya Kim along with another musician by the stage name Sia. They won the EBS Hello Rookie contest in 2010 and released their first album Circus in 2011. An eccentric 12-song track list of circus atmosphere blended flawlessly with European folk styles, smoky nightclub jazz, and Parisian cinema that gave me Dave McKean vibes from the 2005 Neil Gaiman written movie Mirror Mask. She even goes, yeah, 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 yeah. Already displaying her ability to sing in multiple language, Circus is a chill vibe with more drum influence than later works. Incredible debut with a focused theme on circus material. Sia would later say see ya later to Yaya Kim, leaving her as a complete solo endeavor, which she has remained since. She would release her second album, Cruel Pictures, in 2013, but you can only find it on Yaya's YouTube channel as a full album. However, as I'm writing this, Yaya Kim uploaded the separate tracks on her release tabs. Just a lovely serendipitous coincidence and further proof that I must always go with the idea that inspired the heart to get my ass out of bed and onto my desk to write this video in the early inklings of sunlight, waking up the cartoon roosters in the neighborhood, aka Yaya, aka my muse. Anyways, art talk, sorry. The full video version as it was released is presented as music as a movie, with the visual accompaniments created by Yaya. A continuation of the musical themes and atmosphere from the previous, with multiple languages involved, but much darker mood pieces meant to evoke the more horror and film noir vibe. Each song has a whole different atmosphere in general, whether it's like the opening to a James Bond film like Truth,
I tell you how can I turn the corner when you don't care? I bet you feel like a fool, however I don't care.
or a deconstructed tango like Fiction, or poetic Bjork Vespertine like piece with Red Devil's Woman. It just has a vibe like she's on stage in a hotel cafe singing a torch song to soldiers before they die in a war, or like traveling through Silent Hill-esque artful moods, waltzes, upbeat rock with a jazzy breakdown like. This whole album is masterful, elevated much more by Yaya Kim's vocals, as well as her being the sole credit. But even the visuals are just such a mood. This Hitchcockian breakdown here. Let's just vibe on this solo from Truth for a bit, why don't we? Link in the description because I just listened to Cruel Pictures for the first time while writing this video and I highly recommend it. Every song is so interesting. But afterwards, Yaya Kim would simply disappear into the void. It took 8 years for her return with 33 new songs in the aforementioned triple album, aka YaYa, a 144-minute artistic auteur statement from Yaya Kim. Her style is a blend of world, Latin, waltz, psychedelic rock, trip-hop, and late-night martini in a speakeasy jazz bar with an underrated talented singer who performs every night to a tiny crowd she's far too good for. Detective in the corner, on the job for a case, but suddenly very distracted, aka YaYa is split into 3 parts, each with their own style and genre. However, after re-listening to the album in preparation for this video, it felt like it was split into morning, afternoon, and night. The first part is a journey through trip-hop and jazz with some lounge influence and that opening James Bond spy beat Portishead style of mood, like order me a Vesper Martini type vibe, give me that psychedelic intros that you always get, give me that 3-minute long credit sequence that you hardly get in movies anymore. It feels a bit more accessible, and probably because it was arranged first in the listening order, starting with Anger Is My Power, an aggressive sound from the get-go with a wonderful chorus, chill vibes throughout, and stronger vocal work from YaYa. Kill you, really driving home the Bond point. Like imagine Bond jumping off of that dam like in GoldenEye or whatever, and then landing, saving the girl, wah wah wah, blah blah blah, explosion, here we go, and then in the grill of disgusting memory. An ending with Samsara, a meditative track that leads right into Esta Noche for part 2. The second part being an exploration into various Latin jazz influence with various Spanish and English language songs that set us in a different setting right away, with Esta Noche dropping into more danceable drums. Piano flows much more here, with moods such as just chilling in a cafe with headphones on and a cup of coffee, walking the night streets, or being with a certain person you met and having a romantic night of exploration and conversation. The whole Before trilogy vibe of walking in a city in a different country, just having experiences and deep conversations. Overall, the second part is much more upbeat and swingy, while still blending beautifully with the first section's more dark and trip-hop vibe. When I say Yaya Kim masters capturing a vibe, I take a song like Absolute Solitude as an example of a song evoking that very feeling. And again, her vocals absolutely hit the right note for the type of song she is going for. This section has 10 songs in total, ending with a manic experimental jazz section titled YaYa's Way, which is a statement in itself to lead us into the final part. The third section starts with a meow. And the final 10 songs are her take on world music with different instrumentations added, electric guitars, psychedelic rock, and much fuller, rawer vocals and techniques. And YaYa's voice filled with interesting nuances, with different methods of recording to fit the color of the track. You can say she's painting with all the colors of the wind, so to speak. A beautiful flow from one track to the next, with Sorry for Being Born, one of my favorite little piano pieces evoking deep Silent Hill chills, a type of harmonious peace amongst your inner hell, just wandering through the thick fog of an abandoned town. No sounds but the odd sensation that someone is following you, that there is a deep mystery lying further and further the more you travel inward to yourself. followed by a literal waltz at 5:30 p.m. that sounds exactly like a literal waltz at 5:30 p.m., but she delivers her vocals like a haunting dream, or at least how your thoughts seem to wind down after work. The penultimate song, Reality in Hell, is a combination of the moods of the first and second parts, with her afternoon walk through a foreign city vibe mixed with the trip-hop spoken word in Spanish and her Bondian vocals, before the track just completely disintegrates into an abstract soundscape. The music video was created using the fan art someone sent YaYa, and it's super neat, super creative, finally ending the entire 144-minute project on a minute-long outro, because if we start in the morning, so must be finished at night. The night that never ends. As YaYa sings like such a mythical being who is simply endless. 33 songs, 3 parts. All of them are magic. All are well produced, well written. The instrumentations are wonderful and flow from one song to the next. YaYa's voice is a chameleon of nostalgic dive bar jazz singers while remaining a myth of a woman, like a siren of Greek myths, an ancient being, an entity, a goddess. Because all of it, the production, the writing, the compositions, the instruments, the vocals, the mixing, the mastering, artwork, music video directing and modeling, illustration and animation, all done by her. By default, Yaya Kim is in my top artists right now. I feel she is unbelievably gifted, a true auteur, working today and seemingly completely hidden to the world. She is the type of good that Tom Hiddleston commented on in Jim Jarmusch's chill vampire movie, Only Lovers Left Alive.
I'm sure she'll be very famous.
God, I hope not. She's way too good for that.
And Yaya seems to agree. Otherwise, she would be Avril Lavigne. Instead, Yaya Kim is an artist exploring the music and art she is interested in pursuing rather than the celebrity and glory of it, even if it took 8 years from a promising career and already solid releases in Cruel Pictures, only to produce an even more ambitious and masterful album in aka YaYa. 144 minutes is a task though, but it's a similar task as watching a lengthy classic films from other auteurs such as Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now or Terrence Malick's films like The New World or Tree of Life. That's beautiful and masterful photography, but it might take you 2 sittings to get through, and that's fine. It took me a couple of car rides to fully listen to aka YaYa, but it's a true work of auteurship that more and more people should really check out. It's the musical equivalent to a masterpiece in cinema. If you like that style, I suppose. Anyways, subscribe to your YouTube at least, please. Thanks. Thank you to all my Patreon sponsors for all of your constant support. First, let me thank my newest one, Luciano Alredo. Luciano, thank you for all of your support and for all of your constant comments. I will be shouting you out again properly in a wrestling video. I'll be screaming it, but I'm a little bit low energy right now. Here we go. Thank you so much to Jeff, the Up Channel Tees, Renee Valdez, Aisha Trace, Maddox, Justin Stein, Matthew Nosha, Food, Aaron, Dan Work, Kevin Mullen, MK, Ray Konashige, Pretty Money 520, Juggernaut Graphics, Sharbingo.wave, Aaron Zacharias, 45222, I Want Victims, JOLA, Julia Sunglasses, T Wall, Paul, Darwin, Picklesheimer, Scott Racer, Steven Stevens, Commentary Unstore D, Lil, Choo Choo, Tony Davis, Just the Outlaw, Dodge, Morningstar, Doggo Steak, Impossible 033, Boggle, Aldo, and thank you again, Luciano. Again, I'll thank you again in the proper wrestling video. Thank you.